Hey, hey, my friends, it's Jen Pittabach with By the Shore Stamping. Welcome into another edition of my weekly video. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about Christmas. Finally, I feel like I haven't gotten into the Christmas spirit yet, and I know you guys are thinking it's not even Halloween, Jen. But when you're a crafter, we have to think ahead, correct? So I am starting to think about the holidays, and actually, what made me think of this particular paper pack, because that's really what inspired me today, is the paper, is because I am going to be taking part in a 12 days holiday express. It's 12 days of giveaways. And so it's got like a train theme. So that made me think of this paper. I know, squirrel, right? It makes me go all in little loopies. But so I hope you will join me for that. I will put the link to our link tree for that and to the email sign up if you want to sign up for the emails for that. You can do that below. I'll also post my link to my Facebook page, which is where everything will be happening. I'll be pointing you to all of the stops along the train stops for the week. It's or actually it's a little over a week. It's 12 days. It's from November 1st through November 12th. So just mark your calendars and stay tuned to my By the Shore Stamping Facebook page, because that is where all the action is happening, and there'll be opportunities every day for you to win a prize from one of my, either myself or one of my 11 amazing friends that are also small business owners. So super excited for that. But that's what made me gravitate toward this paper. And so I was going to use the little snowman or the little Santa in the train and his little dog in the caboose here. But I got inspired by something else while I was looking. So I want to do a really quick and simple card for you. This paper is one of the patterns in the pattern paper pack. And it's actually 12 by 12 paper. I had cut this down, which made me actually think that this would be a good technique to do. So you could cut the piece in half, because it's actually long strips all the way across. So it's 12 by whatever this width is, which I'm assuming is like 3-ish. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 strips of those long scenes, right? So what I was thinking is I'm going to take these and turn them into really quick and easy cards. So I'm going to demonstrate what I mean for you. So I'm using a Granny Apple Green card base, because that's what the color is in here. So let me just kind of move this. Well, I'll show you the paper first. So look at how cute it is. It's very, very cute. I love the ho ho ho. And there's also, I'll show you in a second, there's also some coordinating memories and more cards. But look at how cute this paper is. So really fun, really cute. I love the fa la la. So you can see I've been playing with it a little bit, but I just was inspired by that piece today. So we're going to use this paper. I don't have the coordinating stamp sets or dies. If you have the dies, those will actually cut out these little trains and caboose. I fussy cut mine when I don't have the dies, but you could totally add those in if you like them a lot. But I'll show you really quick. So there's also a Memories and More pattern or card pack, which goes with this. That all goes in the same collection. So I do foresee me doing I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a December daily and do it for 24 days or 25 days, or I might even just do a 12 days, just because I feel like that's a little bit more easy for me to handle. But I wanted to order, I need a couple, I don't have enough of the pages, so I need to order those. But watch for a video soon of a little album for that, because I think that's going to be really fun. But for today, we're doing this. So I'm going to show you really quick and easy how to put this card together. So we're just going to take a 5.5 by 8.5 inch of piece of cardstock in Granny Apple Green. I'm scoring at 4 1/4, and we're going to make this a horizontal card, because that's the way those little patterns are. So we're going to do that. I'm going to just go ahead and crease that. And then I really love this one right here. I mean, all of them are cute, but I kind of saw a really quick vision for this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this right on that line. If I can get my thing to cooperate. There we go. So I'm going to cut that right. Oop, I scored it. That's all right. Save those, because I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to cut on this line. Okay, so now I have this. I do need to cut it down a little bit, so I want it to be 5.5 width-wise, because that's the width of the card base. So I'm just going to cut that little piece off. Okay, and this now is our like foundation for this card. See how quick and easy that was? And actually, the back side of this is that like red pattern. I have another little piece of that here. I'm going to cut excuse me, I'm going to cut a couple of strips just because I want that to pop a little bit. So I'll just cut a couple of 1/2-inch strips off of this. And we can layer those above and below just to make that seam pop a little more. I do need to cut them down to 5.5. And one more here. And 5.5. Okay, so now, oops. And you could make it the whole, I'm just trying to be resourceful. If you didn't want to kind of go through the hassle of like lining these up, you could just cut a big piece that was 1/4 of an inch wider than this one. So you can see I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put one down here. Of course, it'll be straight when I'm done. See? Like so. Okay? So that's my plan. And actually what I'll do is I like to just do this. I'm going to put the tape on the edges here. I think I went off the edge here. There we go. I've gone off the edge a couple of times in my life. Let's see. We've got... So yeah, it's about 3 inches. So I did put tape on this already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one here. I'm going to use my grid paper here, you guys. So 1, 2, 3, and then one here. Oh, I got to push it in just a little bit. So we'll move it down just 1 square on both sides. And then this is a great way to kind of make sure everything stays straight. And then I'm just going to go ahead and plop this paper down using my grids. Like that. Okay. So there we got the, whoops. I apparently had adhesive outside of that too. So there's that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a little sentiment. Okay. So I paired this with the Christmas to Remember because I feel like this is a cute one. And let's see if this Have a Holly Jolly Christmas will fit in here, because that's what I was thinking. I would put it right there. I'm talking super simple for cards, you guys. So if you want to do really fast, really quick cards, go ahead and look at your paper and see what you have that can actually like be scenery for your card. And then you just add a little bit of embellishment. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm just going to do it in black. Keep it simple. You could do it in green too. But I have my black here, so we're just going to do that. I'm going to stamp right on the paper. I probably should have checked that on my pattern paper, but I didn't. I mean, on my grid paper, but I didn't, and it all worked out okay, so it's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Snowfall Accents paint. Let's go ahead and officially tape this down. Well, that side's already kind of taped, so let me just add a little bit of adhesive here. And here. And here. There we go. Okay, so then that's official. So now all I'm going to do to embellish this is, you guys, I'm super simple. Snowfall Accents puff paint. You do want to shake this really well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of snow to this. If I can open my container. Do you guys have this problem? Now that I don't know, as I've gotten older, I have such a hard time with opening things these days and like gripping things. Let me see if goodness gracious, hold on 1 second. Okay, so let's try that again. I'm using a different bottle because that one was really really not happy. Okay, so I grabbed my Snowfall Accents paint. That one was really old, actually. I think it's my older one, so it probably was stuck shut. So I'm just going to add a little bit of snow around the presents and the tree. And you're like, Jen, that just looks like a bunch of liquid. Yep, it does right now. But we're going to fix that up. Let's add some here too. Okay, oops, that was a little bit too much. Now I'm going to take my heat gun and we're going to, let me get it a little warmer. We are going to puff that paint. So once it is hot enough, my thing doesn't really reach very far. It takes a minute, and I'm going to have to probably add more adhesive because it is going to undo my adhesive a little bit. Come on. You might actually want to do the puff paint on this piece first. Do the stamping first, then the puff paint. Let that puff, and then attach everything. You just might smush it a little bit, that's all. Come on, let's go. Puff, puff, puff. There it goes. Takes it a minute. You don't want to heat it too much because you don't want it to burn, because that can happen. But you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, hopefully you can see it bubbling up. Once you get it going, it's pretty quick. And the thicker it is, the easier it is to kind of puff it, I think. Come on. Oh, there it goes. See it? It's going. It's going, it's going. Hopefully you guys can see that magic. There we go. Wait for it, wait for it. There it goes. Just these little two guys here, and we'll be all puffed. Because I left this pretty flat, you shouldn't have to do any extra postage for it, because I didn't add a lot of ribbon or bling or anything like that. So it should be fine in the mail. I would probably recommend maybe a little protective sheet of cardstock or something in the front, just to kind of keep it a little bit safe, because it will be a little bit smushable. Although once, like right now, it's going to be pretty, well, not really. It's kind of smushable, but it just kind of moves. So it's not going to really flatten necessarily, but it is definitely going to have a little bit of mailability, so it might change shape or what have you. And you just want to avoid, the reason why I would put something in front of it, like just, you know, another piece of paper or something. Make sure it's completely cooled and, you know, done. I wouldn't put it on top when it's hot. Because when you slide it in, it could kind of slide that right off of there too. So you just want to be careful with that. But look at how cute. Super simple, a really easy card. You could add some Wink of Stella in here too if you wanted a little bit of bling. You could do that too. But again, I would keep it really simple, really flat. If you had flat embellishments, that might work too. Or you could do a flat ribbon. But I mean, I think it's cute just the way it is. And we could make a ton of little cards. So like I said, cut this in half. You could get, there was 4, so you could get 8 cards out of one sheet. There's 2 of each sheet in the pattern paper pack. So there you go, you got 16 cards out of 2 sheets of paper, and it's super simple, super fast. So if you need some mass production ideas, this one is a good one. This does take a little bit of time, but I think it's really worth it. It's a little bit of a wow for your customers, so, or your sorry, I'm used to talking to customers, for your family members. The other thing you could do is when this is still wet, if you have like sprinkle glitter, you could sprinkle a little bit of glitter in it. I wouldn't go crazy, just do a tiny little bit and then heat set it. It's going to give it that little shimmery snow look, which would be really cool too. I don't have any here, or I would have tried it. But that would be really fun too, and I'm sure you guys have some glitter in stock. I tend to rotate my stock when it's no longer available for Stampin' Up. I don't usually carry it anymore, so I don't have any more because we don't have it. But I'm sure you guys have some really fine. You want some fine glitter. While this stuff is wet, you would go ahead and sprinkle a little bit in there and then heat set it, and then you would have that little sparkle shimmer too. So otherwise you can add it after the fact. All right, you guys, I hope you'll join us for the Holiday Express beginning November 1st. Again, all the links will be in the description of this video, and I am so excited to share some of my friends with you. and to share some ideas and tips for the holidays. So thanks so much for joining me today. I will be back again next week with our video, and of course on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I am always live for Facebook Throwdown, so I will see you later this week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.